Yeah. B.
Yo, what it is, what it do, what's happening then? You know what I'm talking about? Welcome, it's your boy BEETILLMAN. You are watching the Tillman Podcast right now, live on Facebook. Give a big round of applause to yourselves and everybody out there watching and tapped in and tuned in. I want to say thank you to all of the sponsors, Shirt 619, Jetsonz Music Media. I want to thank all the fans. I want to thank all y'all for sharing. I want to thank all of y'all for creating the buzz and talking about the podcast and making it something that everybody can watch and it be fun. If you are tapped in right now, we are live on Facebook. That is the Facebook. That we are live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Facebook is the platform that you have to be on to interact in the polling system. So if you are on YouTube right now and you would like to be a part of the interactive part of the show and participate in the polls and votes, you got to move over to Facebook, come over to B Tillman's page on Facebook, join it live, and you can participate in the polls. If you don't know, like every other week, what happens is polls pop up on the screen. You get to answer the questions. After we talk about it for a little bit, the results will pop up on the screen. We also have Song Wars again, going down again today. We got Sense versus Festive from San Diego, Canada. San Diego, Canada. It's a moving. I'm looking forward to hearing what everybody thinks about the songs and to see the votes. And as you know, the winner moves on to the next show. And we got great artists. We got some dope ass artists tapped in. We got some dope shit. It's definitely something that you want to stay tapped into and that we are gonna have fun doing every week. So also shout out to Atira Gilmer. If you're not familiar with Atira Gilmer, this Saturday, if you are in Ohio, Saturday, May 21st, if you are in Ohio at Timpkin High School, there will be the alumni basketball game versus Maslin and McKinley. There will be vendors on hand. The doors open at 1:30. There will be games of basketball between alumni from Maslin and alumni from McKinley senior high schools. They're going to clash. It's going to be fun. Live DJs. They got vendors, like I said. It's going to be super fun. Come on, get your tickets in advance. Find a Tara Gilmer's page on Facebook. I'll put the information also in the comments down below where you can get in touch with her if you're interested in going to that game. If you're in Ohio, in the Canton, Ohio, Akron, Ohio, Alliance, Ohio area, you could tap in and go to that game. So, yeah, that's that. That's how we do it with that. Like I said once again, and I can never stop saying it. I always say this all the time. Thank you to all the fans. Thank you to everybody that shared. If you on live right now, please share it for me. Spread the word. Let's get it out there. Let's have some fun. Let's talk some shit. Let's correct mistakes. Let's build dialogue. Let's have dialogue. Let's have some fun and let's rock with it. So today, actually, to start off my show, I got a couple sad topics. I got a couple sad topics to start the show, man. You know, this week has been a hell. It's been a it's been a different one, man. We've had two hate crimes this week across the country. Um, the first hate, obviously my prayers go out to all the families and all the victims and all the victims' families and the police departments that are trying to investigate this case and give closure to those families. The first shooting happened in Buffalo, New York, at a supermarket, at a top supermarket. Um, from here's the thing. Here's the thing about news and like what we hear and what we can repeat back to you. I can find any write up or news clip or write news article or whatever and read it back to you and tell you what happened. Then another news article is going to find everybody's trying to chase information. So it's like, you know, no, like being able to deliver the information back to you, it's always updates in the case. It's always new information. It's always more stuff. So just let me bear with me from what I heard. Like, you know what I'm saying? From what I've seen and what I've read, dude had been planning the attack for like a couple weeks, and he was a part of some white supremacist, and some hatred group online, from my understanding, and he targeted the 200 miles away. He targeted the most um the with the highest residents of African Americans. He was looking for African American, a dense African American community. He found one 200 miles away. He had been planning it. He drove up there. He cased the joint for like the day before. Like he went out there. He was talking to people and shit. Um, and then the day of, he pulled up. He streamed it live on Twitch. That's that's another thing. Like with the live streaming services and platforms, like because we have the freedom of independence to be on the internet, kinda. It's like we can stream anything until they see it and then they don't want it there. So it's like, the powers of be don't want you to see this, but then they want us to see, a advertisement or something like, you know what I mean. But I don't know. But he streamed it live on Twitch. Oh, I didn't do this today. Cheers to everybody, man. If you're watching, cheers to everybody. Mm. So he streamed it live on Twitch. Uh, he pulled up to the supermarket. He was fully dressed in the whole hookup, the whole armor plated, bulletproof bonanza. He had the whole thing going on. Bonanza. He jump out and he start shooting people. Like right at the front doors. Like he ain't waste no time. He just started to shoot people. That's when the live Twitch ended for what I could see for there. But he ended up killing 10 people at the supermarket. Um and that was sad. That was really sad. So, you know, prayers out to the families and the victims of that. That unfortunately, in our country, some people, they just wired different. You know what I mean? We can't, it's tough times like that. But I feel like we can't blame every person for some bad apples. And you know, you know, I pray that those families heal. I know that they'll probably never heal. I pray that his family heals, and I pray everybody come out on top in that situation. Even though there's real no on top, it's only just a way to kind of collect yourself and keep moving. You know what I mean? But definitely, that was very sad. And if you haven't checked that out yet, in the news, it's been all in the news. Um, it's another unfortunate event that happens in our country. You know what I'm saying? Every year, but it's probably not the only one that's happened this year. That's just what the ones that they reporting about. The same one with and the next one is a church. There was a church, and I want to say it was in New York. I'm not sure if you guys know about it. I've heard about it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just got bits and pieces of it. I seen a real small clip. A guy walked into a church, opened fire on some of the parishioners that were in there, and then the preacher and a bunch of the other church members pinned him down, held him down until police came. You know what I mean? But his was also racially motivated, and I want to say I think that those people were Taiwanese or Filipino. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you heard about that one in the news clip as well, you know what I'm saying? Check that out and correct me. Like I said, hit the comments and correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe that that's you know what I mean. That was a situation of something like that. So it's just not black on white. It's just not white on black. It's other races in America that don't like each other too, man. And they go at it just as much as anybody else. You know what I mean? So for everybody, we just got to be mindful to take care of ourselves and each other a little better, and yeah, just try to be on the same team. We all fighting for the same. I mean, at the end of the day, we all fighting to to die, right? So it's like you know we should all just be good to each other. You know what I'm saying? And pay it forward. I'm a firm believer of paying it forward. I love to pay it forward. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, I'm gonna get off of the sad things for this week. Just make sure you shoot your prayers up, and to those people and those families, and to the whole country for that matter. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we'll all get through it, and we'll make it together, and we'll make it better. When I come back, you know, we getting into them videos that I be cracking up laughing at all the damn time. And then after that, we got the would you rather question coming up for the day. Would you rather be single forever and be rich as fuck? Or would you rather be in love, in true love forever and be poor? That's going to be the question for today. We're going to get into that. And then at the end of the show, you know, we got festive versus sense. We getting into it. Uh, so, yeah. You know, rest in peace to those families, and we're going to keep it moving. We'll be right back after this commercial break. You watching the B. Tillman Podcast. It's going down. Holla at your boy. You are watching the B. Tillman Podcast, live, right now.
Yeah. 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 Is you down for me? Run around with me. Take a nigga down.
You know what it is. We back to it. Let me get I don't hear my keep clapping. There it is. There we go. I'm getting a hold of this thing, man. I'm getting control of this shit, man. Believe it, one thing or not. Welcome back to the B. Tillman Podcast. You tapped in with your boy BEETILLLMAN. I'm gonna tell y'all what. One thing about that last segment, that's tough, man. You know, getting on live and talking about, you know, people that died and got killed and shit. That's a hard to swallow, man. So y'all gotta excuse me if on that last segment that was a little tough for your boy. But if you tapped in right now, you got your drink, put it in the air. Let's do a cheers. Cheers for the one time. You already know. My show drink is gold. Sometimes it's clear. Sometimes it's you know, brown. It just depends, you know what I mean? But you gotta have some show drink. That's always something that we gonna do. Now y'all know every week I scour the internet all day long. Not all day long, but every week I scour the internet on my internet days of binge watching to see what the fuck is going on and how funny some shit is or how serious it is. Like remember, some of the shit that we watch, you catch emotions off of it, or it might touch your heart or your spirit. It might make you laugh to death, but it'll definitely bring conversation to the thing. So let me ask y'all this. Excuse me. Before I get into this video, let me ask y'all this. Have you ever had one of your Amazon packages stole off your porch? Or one of your deliveries? Have you ever had a package stole off your porch? I have. You know what I'm saying? It make you feel dumb almost. Like you think it didn't come. Like, you know what I'm saying? You like this shit would never come. And then you think that if you tell the motherfuckers that it didn't come, they gonna think you kept it to get a new one. And so it's like, damn, what I'm supposed to do? It's like, I know I ain't get this shit. So it's like, man, you know what I mean? So that's why it's always good to have a camera. It's always good to have some kind of surveillance or some shit outside your house so that you can see them coming and it'll record. You know, they got the motion camera, the motion sensor Jones that where, you know what I'm saying, it detect motion and it start recording. They got the Jones that record all the time with the hard drive that come with the Jones. You know what I'm saying? But just make sure that your shit is protected, right? Because you don't want to spend 6, 7, 800 a band, 2 bands, 3 bands for something, and then it come to your front door and that baby Gandhi, you know what I'm saying? But that be a lot of people like in them like big residential neighborhoods that's got like you know, their houses is like it take a long way to get to their front door from the sidewalk, you know what I mean? They got a nice house, you know. So check this first video. So this first video, Listen, man, this is the funniest shit I've seen probably all 2022. Cannot make this shit up. I'm probably gonna play this shit twice. I laughed so hard at this shit. Oh God. Look, check this first video out. So we got my man's, he decide he wanna run up on the porch and he wanna steal some shit. But he's stealing this shit from an ex-Marine, like a retired Marine, like a Marine Corps. So the Marine Corps dude be seeing this dude stealing. He's like, I'm gonna get you this time. I'm gonna hook your ass up. Yo, peep this shit. Yo, oh God, look, watch.
That's what your bitch ass get. Hoe ass nigga. I knew you been stealing my shit. Broke ass nigga, yeah. Broke ass nigga. That's what your bitch ass get. And the law's on the way.
Motherfucker shit on my chest.
Dirty ass nigga.
I wasn't trying to steal it. Damn.
Bitch, what you calling
They on the
me,
way?
nigga? Yeah, they on the way.
I wasn't
Law's on the way,
no.
nigga.
I'm from next door. I'm from next door. I wasn't trying to steal no package, bro. God
What
damn.
you call it then,
What was
nigga?
in that bitch? Cell phone?
Nah, bitch ass nigga, booby trap, nigga. Ex-military, nigga. Marine Corps, nigga. Bitch ass nigga. Sit your bitch ass there and wait for the law, nigga. Should've killed your motherfucker.
Nah, my bad.
ass,
I'm gonna bring that package back.
Nah, fuck all that, nigga. Law's on their way. And I'm on the way from work, bitch.
Yeah, look. Oh shit. Hey, yo, my man took it. Yo, I'm run this shit back one more time. Yo, you gotta see how my man fell off the porch though. Yo, try to peep this shit.
That's what your bitch ass get. Hoe ass nigga. I knew you been stealing my shit. Broke ass nigga, yeah. Broke ass nigga. That's what your bitch ass get. And the law's on the way.
Motherfucker shit on my chest.
Dirty ass nigga.
I wasn't trying to
Fuck
steal
you want,
it.
nigga.
Damn.
Bitch, what you calling
They on the
me,
way?
nigga? Yeah, they on the way.
I wasn't
Law's on the way, nigga.
I'm from next door. I'm from next door. I wasn't trying to steal no package, bro. God
What the
damn.
fuck you call it then,
What was in
nigga?
that bitch? Cell phone?
Nah, bitch ass nigga, booby trap, nigga. Ex-military, nigga. Marine Corps, nigga.
Damn.
Bitch ass nigga. Sit your bitch
ambulance,
ass there and
too.
wait for the law, nigga.
I'm just,
Should've killed your motherfucker.
nah, my bad. I'm
ass,
gonna
nigga.
bring that package back.
Nah, fuck all that, nigga. Law's on their way. And I'm on the way from work, bitch.
Oh my God. That's how you fucking do it right there. Yo. That's how you do it. That nigga popped off the porch like he said, I think I do to myself. He said, what nigga was in there, the cell phone? Oh my God, man. On next commercial break, I'm gonna have to go blow my nose. This shit is crazy. Incredible. That is incredible video. I peeped that video out. I laughed so hard. I threw up. Then I laughed so hard. I couldn't even watch it again. Then I laughed so hard, even if I heard it in my ears, I died laughing. Best video ever. Best ever video. Best ever video. Has that ever happened to you? The poll results will pop up. You know what I'm saying? This next video. Y'all know how back in the day we had the best commercials. Like the commercials back in the day is not the commercials of today. Like the commercials of today is soft, sensitive. Them commercials back then was real, right? So I happened to watch this one commercial and I just kind of thought it was a little different. Check it out with me.
One finger at a time.
Yum.
2 fingers.
Okay.
And then, if everybody's cool with it, work up to 3.
No, two's good. For now.
I'll take what I can get.
Finger blasting is fun with friends.
But if my friends aren't around, I'll just finger blast myself.
Nice!
Don't be a food prude. Surprise the crew by dipping into 2 sauces at once.
Whoa, that's a shocker. Let's be real.
Wow. Finger blast. That would have never happened today. Oh God, that would have never happened today. Nobody would be getting finger blasted I would never say that. And I love chicken tenders, chicken nuggets. I go to the grocery store, buy a big bag of chicken nuggets, chicken tenders. That'll last me a whole month. I don't eat much. I just like to have me a little snack. You know what I mean? Here and there. I'm a snacker. I like to snack throughout the day. I don't like to eat big meals. Maybe like once a week, once every 2 weeks. I wanna try on a big meal. You feel me? I wanna put on a steak, some baked potatoes and some shrimps. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But that's like every now and again. You know what I mean? But yeah. So that one's crazy. The next video I got is of my man. And let's go to the next. That's gonna be the next poll question. So let's get that poll question popped up. If you make it, should you leave the hood? That's the next question. If you become successful, should you leave the hood? So I got this answer from a lot of people, man. A lot of people always talk about this, man. Like if you make it, you do something, you go somewhere, man. If you blow up or you got it, man, don't come back to the hood. Like don't come back to the block. Like, you know what I mean? Like don't even return. Like go start over somewhere else. Don't come back, because don't nobody, the haters that you have want to see you dead. The people around there, like, don't nobody want to see you succeed. Even though you winning, you ain't bringing a bag to them. So, it's different. I'm just not a firm believer of going back to the hood myself personally. We did so much to get out. We went through so much shit to get out. Coming back and showing love and putting money in the community. It ain't so much so about like coming back and showing love, because I could come back and I could hit every one of my mans with a couple bands, put them together a couple packs, or give them a bunch of shirts and whatever, packs of shirts and whatever, you know what I mean? I can do all of that, but like that doesn't do anything for the community. It doesn't do anything it does something for one person. It doesn't do anything for the people surrounding that one person, because you didn't give that one person enough to take care of a bunch of people. You gave that person enough to eat for him, or, you know what I'm saying, for her. Like, you put them on, like, boom, I got you together. They got to work their way up to be able to, spread it out, you know what I mean, and keep it moving like that. So it's like, if you put something in the community that can do a turn, like, you know what I'm saying? They will always say that. I've always heard that, like, make your money do a couple turns in your neighborhood before it can move out of your neighborhood. So like, for me, I would rather like, invest my money into a local business in some kind of way, or help a local business, or a local contributor to the community, or the youth, or scholarship funds, or reading programs, libraries. I'd rather put my money in the things that could help grow and develop the community, because I feel like that's where we lack a lot, is the development. We have to develop the community, because the youth is only going to do what the grown-ups is doing, and and so on and so forth. Like, if the youth was seeing a bunch of families taking off, moving all over the country, moving all over the world, doing all this cool shit after high school or after middle school, whatever, like, a lot of kids will get conditioned, like, they think they're supposed to leave. Like, you know what I mean? Or however, whatever scenario you want to paint. I was just using that as an example. So Bobby Shmurda weighed in on it on the Gwenning podcast, and here's what he had to say.
Hood, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta leave the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be in the hood, bro.
And tell me why.
Because the hood is like, you gotta understand, when you come from them ends,
mm-hmm.
it's struggle.
Okay.
When you come back to the hood, you come back to bless the hood. You don't come back to chill in the hood and have police, because you got enemies. You understand? So the more fame, richer, whatever you get, the more success you get, is the more angry that the people didn't like you. And you sitting there in their face. all day. You think police ain't gonna be mad? I was locking this nigga up here with all this fucking drink. If they mad at the dope dealers, what the fuck you think they gonna do to us?
And that's real talk. That's real talk. Bobby Smurder was definitely talking that real shit. Like, like he said, like, you know, most people you know, some of the guys in the neighborhood, they dope dealers with all the money. The cops is mad at them. So you come through rapping or singing or using your talent to just blow up. Oh, I can't wait for you to catch this gun charge. Like what? Like, you a rapper? Like, we don't even like rap music. You know what I'm saying? Like, type shit. So, like, you know, the results will be at the bottom. Y'all weigh it in. The polls are in. Y'all know what we got. Y'all know what we got coming up next. We're going to go into the perspective of would you rather. Have a nice little conversation about that when we come back. And then we get into the song wars. Major song wars alert. Festive verse Sense. Right here on the Tillman Podcast. We'll be right back.
Turn it up. Into the Tillman Podcast, live, sponsored by Shirt 619 and Jetsonz Music Media. Yeah.
On the wall. Pictures is worth 1,000 words, but I swear I seen them all.
Yo, and we back just like that. It's your boy BEETI, LLMAN. You are tapped into the Tillman Podcast, sponsored by Shirt 619. You see the drip. Hustle hard 24/7. You can cop that right now on the Shirt 619 on the Shirt 619 website, or you can cop that through the Shirt 619 Facebook store. So make sure you holler at them. And Jetsonz Music Media, of course, obviously. Like always, you know what time it is. Going down. If you're in the building right now, let's share us up. All right, new poll pop up, new poll alert, new poll question. We're going to do perspective in here. Let me hit that perspective screen. Bring it up to me. You know what I'm saying? This is how we're going to do this right now. We're going to talk the perspectives of the people right now. So, perspective question is, would you rather be forever single but rich as fuck, or forever in true love but broke as fuck? What would you rather have if you could only pick one? So, you know, I've been thinking about this question since we came up with the question, and that's tough. That's tough for me because I like them both. You know, I there's benefits to them both. If I was forever single, I mean, I could smash everything I want. I got enough money to paint the town green, but I'll be lonely. Even if I'm smashing everything all the time, And people will be around me all the time. I have all the girls around me, all the homies around me, everything, like all the whatever. Like at the end of the day, have you ever laid in a bed? Now this is deep though, because like I said, we get into perspectives, and I want you to put this in your. I want y'all to chime in on the comments. You know what I mean? Have you ever laid in a bed with somebody? I remember, like, you know, there was a time in my life, many moons ago. Have you ever laid in a bed with somebody and like stared at the ceiling and still felt lonely? Like, you had it all. Like, maybe your car was outside, you had drip on, chains, jewelry, fresh new outfit, new hat, new shoes, new clothes, new car, new crib. Maybe it's your first night in your new house. Who knows, right? And you got a woman laying next to you, and you still just felt by yourself anyways. Like, you know what I'm saying? So forever single but rich, you still feel lonely. Like sometimes, like you definitely get down in the dumps, and loneliness can bring you a different type of sadness, man. That's like a depression type of sadness, man. Loneliness can kind of fuck you up. But then being forever in love, but you broke. As far as that one, I can do the opposite too. I can say the same thing. You ever been with somebody and not had shit, but you still smiled at them? They still made you happy? Like, you still like, I love you. Even though we ain't got two pennies to rub together, like, I love you. So, but you don't have shit, and so sometimes when I be riding around, like, and I see like the little encampments, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like homeless people and shit, or like the little tents and the encampments. And I see people in there, and I see them out there drinking their beers and just like out there hanging out, playing their music. I think in my mind, I know some of those people are happier than, and I look around and I see BMWs and Maseratis and all these pretty beautiful cars, Teslas, and I look at some of the tents, and two guys might be laughing and talking at the tent, and then I see a guy at the light in a BMW, and he's like yelling on the phone or arguing on the phone, or I see a man and a woman together, and they're just walking together. They're not holding hands. They're not being together. They're not, it's like, but that dude at the tent, man, he was happy for no fucking reason, man. I mean, why would you be happy about being at the tent? Like, he's happy to be alive. He's blessed. It's another day. Like, there are a lot of things that go into this. Like, so that's really tough for me. Man, I would go with being in love and being broke. I would go with that one, because there's a quote that I learned, and I use this quote to stop smoking cigarettes. I know I got a vape. Yeah, I vape, right? It's legal here, so it's good. I'm fine, right? The FDA said so. So, but there's a quote that I heard that it's the way I quit cigarettes, and I literally quit cigarettes saying this quote over and over and over myself. The quote goes, "A man is only rich in proportion to the things he can afford to leave alone." So I'll say that one more time for you. A man is only rich in proportion to the things he can afford to leave alone. Now, I heard that quote back in college, and that quote it fucked with me, because you know how you got like some sentences that people say, and it's like these entendres or these double overs, and you're like, what the fuck? How does it, I can afford to, or rich in proportion to afford this? Like, it's kind of like, but when you think about it, the things that you can leave alone afford to leave alone, the things that you can leave alone that are not healthy for you, that you can afford to leave alone, makes you rich in proportion, right? So we say it backwards, like that's how I perceived it. And I said, man, I can't be rich as a person. I can't be rich and control or own myself and be rich as a person if I can't afford to leave alone whatever it is I want, because I have control of the world. I am, and I would think about that quote all the time. So for my answer, I would be in love and I would be broke, because some people, you can't keep them down. So it's like, yeah, I might be broke, but you can't stop me from trying to work or trying to be somebody or trying. And even if I might try for the rest of my life, that gives me satisfaction to know I did. So there's no satisfaction in having the world at your fingertips and being lonely with nothing and no one to share it with, except for the people that just want to come out and hang out. So I would go with being in love over and being broke. That would be my thing. We're gonna throw the results up there. That's my. If I had to answer that question right now, that's how I would answer it. If you ask me, tomorrow, I might tell you the same, or I might not. You know what I mean? If I have more time to actually really think about it and put my life into that perspective. But I want to see what y'all think in the comments. If you haven't already, make sure you share. We are about to go crazy right now. Y'all know what time it is. If you have perspective, also, if you have perspective videos, if you have an answer to one of the perspective questions that I might ask on my page, send them to me in a Facebook Messenger. Send me all those videos in a Facebook Messenger, 30, 45-second video response. Send it to me. I'll make sure that I can put you into the perspectives portion of this show, and your perspective can be heard, and we can all discuss it. And the perspectives portion of my show, it's all about dialogue. It's all about asking a question that demands plenty of answers. There's never going to ever be one right answer or one wrong answer. The questions always provide opportunity for us to sit and have a dialogue. You know what I mean? Just sit down, think about something, have a dialogue, and grow together. I like to do that, you know what I'm saying, during my show at least once. I know we be clowning and shit and be going down, but just for us to take a time, opportunity to sit and chop it. Thank you for everybody hitting the comments. Thank you for everybody sharing it. Y'all already know what time it is with me. Y'all know the vibes. When we come back, it's going down. It is time, my people. It is time for the song War. We is about to kick this motherfucker off. We got Jetsonz versus Festive. I'm telling you, this is about to be a good one. If you're not tapped in right now, tap in. If you haven't shared right now, share. Right now is the time for you to get all your fans and all your people here right now, because I'm gonna go to this commercial break, and when I come back, it's time to go. It's time to get this song wars popping right here on the Tillman Podcast. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man, and I love the love, man. Y'all giving me so much love, I can't even deny it. Y'all making me weak at the knees. I'm loving it, man. Thank y'all for participating and being a part of this. When we come back, like I said, we got Song Wars. It's going down. It's going to be crazy. We got 2 hot-ass songs. We got 2 hot-ass artists. It's going to be up to y'all to vote when we come back on the Tillman Podcast. You know what time it is. You know the fucking vibes, man.
Sister, so good.
Sisters Carry Out and Catering, located at 900 Harrison Avenue, Southwest Canton, Ohio, home of the savory grilled